This is a video response to Those Wrestling Guys '09, their Mega Card Challenge. They did a video a couple days ago challenging people to put together a Mega Card. What the Mega Card Challenge is putting guys from WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor all on one card, a maximum of 10 matches, 3 title matches, world title matches, and 1 tag team title match on the card, and has to just be guys from WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor. And I thought this was a great idea that they came up with, and definitely wanted to do a response to this. And for those people that aren't familiar with them, check Those Wrestling Guys '09 out. It's Reed and Andy, aka RKO Life for 11 and Big Andy 012. I'll put their link in the description. Check them out and subscribe to them. And anyone else that wants to do this, I would definitely recommend y'all to do your Mega Card Challenge. So I think this is a great idea that they came up with. Now, the first thing for a wrestling show I think you have to have to even start off with the show being very good is a very good opener. You have to have an opener that's going to captivate the crowd and catch the fans' attention and get them into the show. Have an X Division style based match at the beginning, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an X Division title match and an Ultimate X match. John Morrison versus Tyler Black versus Chris Sabin versus Alex Shelley. I just think all 4 of these will put on an incredible match, and this will be a great thing to start the show off with. Tyler Black and John Morrison, I would love to see them take on each other. Within this match, it would obviously be booked for the most part at the beginning to mid part in the match. You would have Sabin and Shelley work as a tag team against Morrison and Tyler Black. But then they would realize, both of them obviously going to want to get the prize of winning the X Division Championship, so they would start going out against each other. And you see Tyler Black do probably some amazing stuff in this match. John Morrison, he would do some good high-flying stuff in here. I think this would be a match that would really suit him very well, and that's who I would have go over in this match and become the X Division Champion, is John Morrison. Then the second match of the evening would be Chris Jericho versus Christopher Daniels. This right here is a dream match in my opinion. This match will be for the Intercontinental Championship. And the way this match will be is Christopher Daniels will be the heel within this match. He would kind of be like when he was within Ring of Honor under the Prophecy, or if people aren't familiar with his heel persona there, TNA when he was the Fallen Angel, when he was with Triple X, when he was involved in the amazing Triple Threat feud with Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and himself. Kind of that type of heel where he's the Fallen Angel, the Prophecy, stuff like that. And Chris Jericho, he would be the face, where he'd kind of be like, the Rock face. He'd, have, those one-liners he used to throw out, very comical one-liners and stuff like that. And I would have Chris Jericho go over in this match and become the IC champion. The third match will be for the Unified Women's Championship, and what this is going to be, it's going to be 4 women's champions from obviously you're gonna have Gail Kim in here. She's going to be the women's champion. Beth Phoenix is going to be the Divas champion. Amazing Kong is going to be the TNA Knockouts champion, and Sarah Del Rey is going to be the Shimmer champion. Since Ring of Honor obviously acknowledges the Shimmer championship, she's going to be involved in this match as well. And it'll be a unification of those 4 titles, pretty much showing. This match will pretty much show who is the best female competitor in America going today. And I would have Amazing Kong go over in this match. Almost thought about making this an elimination match, but I think 10 matches that I got on here, that would be kind of dragging this card out a little too much. So just have 1 pinfall within this match, a 4-way match. And I would have Amazing Kong, I would have her pin Beth Phoenix in this match and become the Unified Women's Champion. I think she would be the best person to go over in here and pretty much say, she's the best female wrestler in America going today. All 4 of them are great, but I would have Amazing Kong go over, even though I almost wanted to have Sarah Del Rey go over, but I feel having Amazing Kong go over will be a little more better than having Sarah Del Rey go over. Then the fourth match. The fourth match will be advertised as a battle of the High Flyers. This will be Rey Mysterio versus Evan Bourn versus AJ Styles, and these 3 right here I think could put on an incredible match. This match, if this would ever happen, obviously none of these matches on here other than 1 match. There's 1 match that's actually on here that has the potential to happen. Everything else is obviously just fantasy and will never happen. But if this match ever happened, this would be probably as good as the Unbreakable 3-way with Styles, Daniels, and Joe. These 3 probably could work very good. Matt Sydal, aka Evan Bourn, him and AJ have worked together in the past and put on very good matches. Evan Bourn and Rey Mysterio, even though WWE kind of just slightly teased it and you didn't really get, a good lengthy match between those two, what you saw, those two can work very good within this match. And probably to no one's surprise, I'll have AJ Styles go over in this match and win the Battle of the High Flyers. Then match number 5 will be CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. These two had, an incredible series of matches within Ring of Honor. This match will pretty much be billed as, these two were fierce rivals within Ring of Honor, and now they're, two of the top guys in TNA and WWE. So it'd be a TNA versus WWE match, but you'll obviously have, the Ring of Honor tie-ins with it as well. And I would have Samoa Joe go over in this match. I don't want it to, go in a draw, even though they had two excellent, they had that excellent Joe versus Punk 2 match, that 5-star 60-minute draw, and then the other 60-minute draw, which was very good as well. But I think on this kind of card, you would want them to not have a draw, have them wrestle probably like for maybe 25, 30 minutes, and have Samoa Joe go over in the match. Then match number 6. This match has potential to happen. This is the one match that actually has somewhat of potential to happen. Might even happen at Bound for Glory 2009 or Bound for Glory 5. I don't know if they're using the Roman numerals for Bound for Glory this year, but nonetheless, Bound for Glory 2009, they're TNA's October pay-per-view. Now, this match has the potential to happen. They kind of somewhat teased it at the recent TNA pay-per-view, and that's Abyss versus Cactus Jack. Not Mick Foley. He has to go under the persona Cactus Jack. And this match would be a no-rope barbed wire match. Now, that's the one thing I don't know if they would go that far and have a no-rope barbed wire match if they would wrestle each other in TNA. If TNA does it, it'd be a Monsters Ball match, no disqualification match, but still be an excellent match to see. It wouldn't be like a 5-star wrestling classic technical match, but it'd be a very good hardcore match those two would have against each other. Then match number 7. This match will be a scramble match for the WWE Championship. And actually, the whole thing about the scramble match idea, I actually like the scramble match idea. I think it's a good, somewhat original idea from WWE, even though they kind of got the whole scramble match portion of it, not the, the title can switch every time in the 20-minute time limit that they got for the scramble match, but they kind of tweaked it from Ring of Honor's 4-corner survival match or their scramble matches that Ring of Honor has had in the past. And I think it's a good idea WWE has. They just haven't really utilized it as good as what it probably should have, and really haven't really put in the best competitors within it. This would have John Cena versus Nigel McGuinness versus Undertaker versus Triple H versus Jeff Hardy. And within this match, I would say for a good 7-8 minutes, I would have Nigel McGuinness look like he's going to walk out near the end of the match as WWE Champion. But at the end, I would have Undertaker hit the Tombstone pile driver on Jeff Hardy, and Undertaker will walk out of this match as WWE Champion. Match number 8. Now, match number 8 right here, this would be just an incredible match. This is the match for the Tag Team Championships. This is in a 4-way ladder war. It's the Briscoes versus the American Wolves of Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards versus Steen and Generico versus the Young Bucks. And this will be just an incredible match. Obviously, Ring of Honor's got the ladder war coming up, number 2, with the American Wolves versus Steen and Generico. So this match, you throw in the Briscoes with it, and then you just throw the Young Bucks in it with it as well. Now, some people, obviously, I know are probably going to bitch, why didn't you put a WWE tag team? Why didn't you put a TNA tag team in a tag team title match? Well, really, TNA and WWE really doesn't have any tag teams that I would want to throw in a ladder war match. I almost contemplated putting the Hart Dynasty within the match, but I said, don't put them in there. I would much rather see the Young Bucks in this type of match. And TNA, Beer Money is a very good tag team, but they wouldn't work in a ladder war type match or a ladder match, TLC match, that type of match. Same with Team 3D. Team 3D would only work in this type of match if it's the Hardys or Edge and Christian, and it was 8 or 9 years ago, so you can't put them in there for British Invasion. I don't think anyone wants to put them on a super card, so just put all Ring of Honor tag teams in there. Just got to fill. Those are the best That's the best tag team division going today as far as out of the big 3 organizations, and probably one of the best tag team divisions in the world going on right now in Ring of Honor is the tag team division. And I would have the Briscoes go over in this match and win the tag team championships. Match number 9. Now, this match will be a match I think, a lot of fans would love to see, that will never happen, but it'd be great to see. And this match will be Shawn Michaels versus Sting. Now, this match will be pretty much booked as, these two guys were very loyal to their organization during the Monday Night Wars. Shawn Michaels and Sting, they were two of the very few wrestlers that didn't ever jump ship during the Monday Night Wars. Shawn Michaels was loyal to WWF, now WWE, and Sting was loyal to WCW, so you can base it off of that. And just those two against each other, I think, will be, a dream match. Now, Shawn Michaels, he can go in the ring in any big match situation and perform an excellent match. And Sting, I feel Sting, if he wants to, he could pull off a very good match against Shawn Michaels, and I think this will be a match people will love to see. Now, I know Sting's TNA contract is probably ending up later this year, I think, so WWE, they might try to push something like this, because I think this would be a match that could really draw a lot of money, and I think Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels would love to book this type of match at a WrestleMania, and I think those two would have an incredible match. Now, I know some people probably say, okay, both of them, that match would have been great 10 years ago. I think those two, still today, Shawn Michaels is great in the ring, and Sting, like I said, when he wants to, he can put on a good match. Then the last match, which will be the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, and probably most people already know what the world title match is going to be for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it's going to be Bryan Danielson versus Kurt Angle, World Heavyweight Championship, in a 30-minute Iron Man match. I think most people probably already knew I was going to pit these two against each other, because I've stated so many times this is probably my #1 dream match that I really would love to see happen. Unfortunately, I don't see it ever happening, which is pretty sad, because these two could have probably one of the greatest matches of all time if they ever took on each other. And within the 30-minute Iron Man match, I was almost going to book this as a, one fall apiece against each other and have it go in sudden death overtime, but I didn't want to do that in the end of the show. I don't think that would really work out. That was like one of the things that kind of, it didn't hurt the Iron Man match in '96 against Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, but I think that match, kind of dragged on in some portions within the match, and then having that kind of just, hurt it a little bit, even though it was still a great match. But I think at the end of it, you really don't want to do that. That would work kind of like good as in the mid card of a show, not the end of a pay-per-view. And I would have it, Bryan Danielson 2 falls, Kurt Angle 1 fall, and it will kind of be like they'll both have 1 fall, like it'll be 1 fall apiece against each other, like the last 2-3 minutes within it, and then Bryan Danielson will have Kurt Angle in some submission hold, whether it's the cattle mutilation or the triangle choke or any of those, or just maybe using repeated elbows, and the referee kind of rules it as a knockout. Maybe not do that, but have Kurt Angle pass out of the cattle mutilation or the triangle choke, and Bryan Danielson go over in that. So wanted to come on here, do a video response to Those Wrestling Guys 09. I thought this was a great idea for a video that they put together, so definitely check them out and subscribe to them. Peace. Start off with the show being very good is a very good opener. You have to have an opener that's going to captivate the crowd and catch the fans' attention and get them into the show. Have an X Division style based match at the beginning, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an X Division title match and an Ultimate X match. John Morrison versus Tyler Black versus Chris Sabin versus Alex Shelley. I just think all 4 of these will put on an incredible match, and this will be a great thing to start the show off with. Tyler Black and John to do a response to this, and for those people that aren't familiar with them, check Those Wrestling Guys 09 out. It's Reed and Andy, aka RKO Life for 11 and Big Andy 012. I'll put their link in the description. Check them out and subscribe to them. And anyone else that wants to do this, I would definitely recommend y'all to do your mega card challenge. So I think this is a great idea that they came up with. Now, the first thing for a wrestling show, I think you have to have to even start. This is a video response to Those Wrestling Guys 09, their mega card challenge. They did a video a couple days ago challenging people to put together a mega card. What the mega card challenge is putting guys from WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor all on one card, a maximum of 10 matches, 3 title matches, world title matches, and one tag team title match on the card, and has to just be guys from WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor. And I thought this was a great idea that they came up with, and definitely want Morrison. I would love to see them take on each other. Within this match, it would obviously be booked for the most part at the beginning to mid part in the match. You would have Sabin and Shelley work as a tag team against Morrison and Tyler Black. But then they would realize, both of them obviously going to want to get the prize of winning the X Division Championship, so they would start going out against each other. And you see Tyler Black do probably some amazing stuff in this match. John Morrison, he would do some good high-flying stuff in here. I think this would be a match that would really suit him very well, and that's who I would have go over in this match and become the X Division Champion, is John Morrison. Then the second match of the evening would be Chris Jericho versus Christopher Daniels. This right here is a dream match in my opinion. This match will be for the Intercontinental Championship. And the way this match will be is Christopher Daniels will be the heel within this match. He would kind of be like when he was within Ring of Honor under the Prophecy, or if people aren't familiar with his heel persona there, TNA when he was the Fallen Angel, when he was with Triple X, when he was involved in the Amazing Triple